Good day, everyone. It is Saturday, August 11th. We are approaching the end of our summer, but that's okay because our summers often go until November or so, and our winters sometimes start in late February, so I'm pretty sure I've still got plenty of season left. Unfortunately, I am running out of different peppers to show everyone, but I do have a new one today. This is the Datil. The Datil is a capsicum chinense. It's very hot, somewhere around the levels of a regular orange habanero. I'm pretty sure they're very close cousins because the flavor of them is going to be close to the same from everything I've ever read about them. This one is not very long. They normally get somewhere between about 3.5 inches, but this is the correct color, this yellowish orange color. Also, for anyone who's been keeping up with him, look how much better his eyes look. Of course, he just came in from the outside, so he's leaky now. Yeah, he's looking good. Okay, go hang out. Anywho, before I go into any more detail about this, we're going to go take a look at the plant, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yep, these are the plants. Just for the sake of reference, healthy leaves, the Datil. These leaves have looked horrible since it was in its infancy, but beyond all odds, it has managed to produce at least one ripe fruit. Boom. So that's the one we're going to be sampling today. The plants aren't as tall as the others, but that's to be expected given what's wrong with them. I think it's a genetic deficiency. I've given them everything I can think of. It's definitely not pests that are causing this. This would be an aphid problem or a mite problem, but they have been cared for very much so, and they still just decided to grow this way. The previous, well, not previous owner, I'm the only one who's ever owned these, but the guy who sent me the seeds said that his plants do the same thing, but they produce really well. I'm guessing his probably did a little better than mine, although I have a few down here coming in. Either way, I'm happy to have the one. We're going to give it a try. I don't care if it has a spot on it. I'm just going to cut it off at that point. And we'll see how they are. So yeah, it's very likely that it's genetic deficiency that caused this to be so short and all the rest to be kind of the same. But as I said, there's a little tiny hole in it. Don't know what put it there. Could have been a bird, could have been a bug. More than likely a bug of some kind. Smelling it, it smells almost identical to a habanero. I do see a little bit of gross up there in the top, but I can see pretty well down to the bottom, and this all looks and feels very fresh. So, even though I'm not saving seeds or anything from this one, I am not going to go all the way back with it. Immediately the heat hits. This is a habanero heat. It doesn't take long like a ghost. It actually tastes a little bit, it actually tastes a lot of it like a habanero too. Less overpowering. Not as sweet as I was expecting. Also not as hot as I was expecting. The spiciness level ranges from 100,000 to 300,000 Scoville, with the average orange being probably right there in the middle, 200 to 250. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to judge. This not being a very good specimen because the plant is not a very good plant. I'm sure that this is going to be on the very much lower end of how hot these can get. If the plant were healthy and producing a lot of these, I would probably be very pleased with this. They, a little bit on the background of it, they're cultivated through the United States, or throughout the United States and all over the world. But the point where we are pretty sure that they entered the U.S. is St. Augustine, Florida. It's possible that they were brought by indentured workers from Minorca, but others say they were brought from Cuba. The only thing I know is that the majority, or the hot sauce company that almost exclusively uses these is based in St. Augustine, Florida, and they're apparently pretty well known. There's even a short documentary on them. You could probably find it on YouTube. Pretty interesting watch. You can see that they're very passionate about what they do, and their product is quite popular. As you see, I'm completely cognizant while eating this. This is not hot to me at all. Now, a non-chili head would eat this and be pretty spiced up, but I'm not even going to, I mean, I'm going to drink the milk here in a little bit simply because I'm thirsty. I was out working in the yard all day, but yeah, this isn't bad. Very good, actually. This is quite good. This flavor of a habanero with, like, a flavor of a regular habanero with about half the heat. It's a full mouth heat, but instead of being like a blowtorch, it's like a candle. You know, nothing bad. Still burn, obviously. It gets you a little spiced up, but it's not bad at all. Probably don't want to judge all of them by this one, like I said, because it is so stunted and the plant was struggling so hard. So, but I mean, others say that the more a plant struggles, the hotter they get. So, I don't know. I wouldn't trust this one beyond the flavor, because I'm pretty sure the flavor is spot on. It tastes like a hob. It looks like it tastes like a hob. It grows similar to one, just a little bit pointier. Definitely smells like one. The seed pod at the back, all the seeds are identical to habanero seeds. Not a whole lot of membrane in there. A little bit, but not a lot. They're kind of like ribs going up there. It's going to be kind of difficult to see because it is so small. It's going to be hard to focus, but that's about as good as it's going to get right there. So as you see, it's actually in better shape than I thought it would be, given that it is opened up here by something. But yeah, if they all grew like this, I would be pleased. This would make an amazing fermented hot sauce for someone who doesn't like super hot style heat. It hits fast. It's almost completely gone. Well, I won't say it's almost completely. It's tapered off to the point where I can't even notice it hardly. When I swallowed, then it just reinitiated it. But yeah, I wouldn't say the wiki says it's sweeter than a habanero. I wouldn't say that. It says it's fruitier than a habanero. I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's pretty much identical. So, yeah, I like it. Pretty color. It's basically a yellow version of a hob. So, I've never seen one of those before. So that's nice. Hey, buddy. And one more thing.
Say hey, boy.
But yep, my bonsai habanero is loaded down. Has one turning there in the back. It's looking great.
He's always my buddy. Hey, boy.
Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because there's not a whole lot more I have to say. It's a very there we go. It's a very tasty pepper. It's not hot enough that I wouldn't suggest it to a non-chili head. I would suggest this would be a great place to start on your climb up the heat mountain. I started with habaneros, but that's because I've been able to handle spicy food for the most part. And yeah, if you're able to find these, I'd say give one a try. It's even if it's just way too much for you, it'll be gone in 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, I'd say. So yeah, probably not going to grow these next year. Don't look forward to them. If I were to be sent more seeds from one that was a better source, I'd maybe try again, because yeah, they are a quality plant if they grow right, and apparently super productive, and some have said more productive than a habanero. But that is for another season, I suppose. And if I do grow them again, I'll do a different video on a fully developed one that's in good shape. But until then, I'm going to sign off. Hopefully I've got the Reaper video coming soon. I've got a volunteer to come join me for that one, so stick around.